I'm scared to do my introduction. I'm scared to talk
You want
to
me
you.
to introduce you?
Yeah, you go ahead.
I'm so Leezus. This is my new squirt partner. We're going on tour.
I love going tour with you, but I can't do. I never have, so I don't think
Never.
I never have. So I don't think I'd be a good example to take on tour to do that. I never have. So
what I say, and I stick by this, I have a 98% chance to make a woman squirt for the first time, especially if I'm controlling the environment. So if I have 100% control of the environment, and you come with the mentality that you want to squirt, we're gonna figure it out.
that is
Let's
not
talk
how I
about
want
let's talk about how
to.
she's shaking right here. Let's talk about how she's shaking right
So
here.
let's try to y'all. I'm gonna try to talk to y'all because this man distracts me. See what had happened was.
Just imagine if I was touching her. I'm just trying to exert this energy. That's it.
Leave my energy alone. I am innocent. I am a child.
A child of God, or
Yeah, that too.
okay, or a child of corruption.
I've never heard that before in my 33
I just
years.
made it up.
living. Oh, now okay. Now I'm gonna try this again, y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome y'all back to On Edge Conversation. Y'all know we always got edgy conversations going on, and Mr. Sir Leezus is definitely giving that. I'm so proud to be talking to you right now, and it's just think I have met you. I want to say this might be the third time, and you still make me nervous.
The what?
Mm-hmm.
We gotta get those nerves out the way.
How do you do that, sir?
You just need to embrace everything that you're feeling. To be honest, embrace everything that you're feeling. I promise you. Just let it happen naturally.
I can't tell
It
you how
will
many times I
happen.
heard that line from guys. Just let it happen. It's okay. No, that's how unwanted kids come to the world.
Ooh,
Just
I
let
mean,
it
I
happen.
don't want no unwanted kids at this age, so I'm cool on that. So we can put some filters in place to prevent that. But sometimes you just gotta let the energy happen.
I saw on that show that you did. It was a podcast you did. Hard or soft, or hard and soft, hard
Yes.
or soft. I like them. I want to be on y'all podcast one day too. I got some good stories. I swear.
I can make the introduction.
Okay, hey, don't get my hopes up now. I manifested it.
I'll make the
So,
introduction.
how do you know that 98%? That's a lot to prove. And you also said that on that Tasha K show too. Now, Tasha K, I want to talk to you too. She has had 2 people that I personally know on her show. That's you, and she also had Chef Jay Lion on her show.
Okay.
I met him last year for my birthday. It's a nice little video on TikTok. I mean, hey, I like fruit. What's wrong with fruit?
That's the one that puts the gets the
Yeah.
fruit and all that.
He fed me 3 things on that video. He fed me steak, grapes, and everybody's
You got a
favorite
viral
banana.
video then.
It's not viral
I'm gonna go look at it.
yet.
It might be
Not
viral.
viral yet.
So it was recent.
Last year, yeah.
Oh,
In
let me see.
Miami, I mean, hey.
Let me
It's
feed
my
you a
birthday.
break. It might go viral. I'm gonna choke you and feed you a break. That doesn't really sound right, but I'm gonna probably choke you before and then let you swallow the grape.
Whoa. Okay, so I'm the great. All right.
Yeah.
Because how many times did I tell you I am a child?
A
I'm
child of
scared.
chaos. We got that figured out.
Okay, when did you figure out, okay, look, I'm a little kinky. I don't mind showing people I'm kinky. I tell you what, I'm gonna make this a business.
I have been in the lifestyle for 20 years. So I started off as a swinger. I got introduced by X. We were exhibitionists. So we would just go to parties and just be intimate in front of people. We got real popular, just being social. She was super, super attractive. She was a model. I'm okay. But, I'm okay. I can hold my own. You're not going to scream if you see me walk into a building, whatever.
No,
The height
those
helped a little
eyes.
bit too. Your eyes help a little bit. But we would go to events. We would get invites to a lot of parties, and we would just go socialize, play. And that became a very big kink of mine. Just basically me an exhibitionist, sipping on whiskey, dick out. Wait, can I say dick? Penis out.
No, dick is fine. Dick
Dick
is
is
wonderful.
fine. Sipping and getting oral in front of a whole crowd of people. So, that's what started off. That's what started off with the me getting into the kink. So, and as I was doing events and stuff, I would come across BDSM. So I would see stuff, and it sparked my interest. So after it sparked my interest, I started going down the rabbit hole. The same thing, you see something and you are intrigued by it and you start chasing it. So I educated myself. Then I started going to workshops and expos, and people were having classes and anything that I could find. And piece by piece, I started to work on my craft and educate myself more, learn how to do it the correct way, learn how to do it safe, learn how to negotiate, everything, learn about consent. Like I just went and I found all of that.
So being intimate in front of other people, that was your first kink?
That was my first kink, being intimate in front of other people.
I want to try that.
So
I want to try that.
let me tell you what you would do. So you want to baby steps, right? But we've all been exhibitionists with a partner or two through our life. Whether you're in a park, remember when you younger, you don't have your own spot. You know what I mean? Around the times where a lot of us first lost our virginity, we're finding places to, So, and that right there is a form of being an exhibitionist. You're not having traditional sex. You're in a car, you're in a park, and then some people have done stuff in, say you're in a restaurant bathroom, or you're in a club or something like that, or somebody has maybe put their hand on your pants outside somewhere. You think about that. That's a form of being an exhibitionist. Because you're not doing it in a traditional place, which would be a bedroom.
So are you considered a dominant because you do?
No,
that?
so
Like,
that
I don't know how that works.
Later in life when I got into BDSM. And
what does that stand for?
So B, what do you think?
Bondage.
Bondage. D.
Dominatrix?
Dominance.
Oh, dominance.
Dominance.
Okay.
Okay.
Is submissive?
Submissive and sadist.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
M.
That I don't know.
Master. Masochist. So you have sadomasochism, which is a major part of BDSM. So a sadist is someone that gets pleasure from
hurting someone?
Inflicting pain.
Okay.
Right? So think about this. If somebody smacks you in your ass during sex and it turns them on, that's a form of being a sadist.
Turns them on?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, if you're a masochist, you get pleasure from pain. So somebody smacks you on your ass and it turns you on, that's a form of being a masochist. So I always tell people, you've been in the space where a guy smacked you on your ass while he was being intimate from the back. Now my question is, did you turn around and say, yes, daddy, do it again?
Yes.
Did you say, nigga, get off me, and I'm done? You see what I'm saying? So if you turned around and said yes and encouraged him to do it again or said harder, that's a form of being a masochist. And you're encouraging him to be a sadist. So S&M, Rihanna has a song, S&M, sadomasochism. So that's a major part of BDSM. But BDSM as a whole is basically power exchange. So that's kind of like when I say I do erotic power exchange.
The choking?
Choking is erotic asphyxiation. But I'm the dominant figure, I'm the top, you're the bottom. So you're the submissive figure. So I'm choking you. So that's a power exchange. But then we're using erotic practices, so breath play, but erotic asphyxiation. If I choke you for sexual gratification, then it becomes erotic. If somebody chokes someone for harm, that's the difference. You get what I'm saying? So you're making it intimate. You see what I'm saying? Addicting you and a hand around your throat gently, while they whisper in your ear and call you a what? A pretty slut or a good girl? Which one did you like?
A pretty slut or good? I think when it comes to that one, I would rather be called a good girl.
A good girl? So just imagine.
I do like both.
So
I'd rather be called a good girl.
You create the sensory overload. You have a dick in you. You get a slow stroke. You got a hand around your throat, and he's whispering in your ear, calling you a good girl at the same time. So you combine all that, create that sensory overload, but he's doing it in a dominant way. See, in our community, there's a nice amount of people that they might switch. They might be dominant. They might be submissive. I know a lot of submissive men. I know a lot of friends that are women that are doms that have submissive men. I know guys that are switches, just like I know dominant women, I know submissive women. So, but when you're in a community, you're exposed to everything. All types of sexes, all types of different races. You're exposed to everything. And you like all that.
Wait.
We gotta take it to some events.
I am one of the most. I don't know why people don't believe me when I say I'm innocent. Why I can't be innocent?
I mean, innocent is good. I mean, I love innocent. But you can be nasty than a motherfucker if you get in front of me. As soon as you walk away, you can be as innocent as you want to be. I'm I'm gonna take all that innocent shit and I'm gonna feed off of that.
Okay. I heard through a little bird that you were in a poly relationship. Is that true?
I am currently in a poly relationship.
How does that work?
So right now, it's us three. They're in 2 different states, and they were dating each other.
Sir, you just got everything just going your way, right?
Well, I mean, I've been in relationships to where they had other partners.
So how is that a relate? Oh, see, I'm confused.
So to where,
How is
so
that
but
a
they're poly.
relationship then?
Everybody is poly. So she dated a couple. She dated me, and then she dated a couple.
That just, to me, that just sounds like one big umbrella under open relationship.
Well, no,
What's the
open is more so you just kind of doing you, right? If I have an open relationship, you have an open relationship, we're together, you might be able to just go do you. We're not involved in it together. So poly can be closed, poly can be open.
So seeing how they live in whatever states they live in, and you're here, well, you're just here right now.
Yeah.
Do you, okay, where do you currently, what state do you currently
I'm
live
in Pennsylvania, so I live in Philly.
Okay. So technically, does that just kind of say you're single, kind of?
No, I'm not single. Because if I met you and I was interested, I would tell you I had 2 partners. And
So,
depending on how we work, it might be a situation to where I need to introduce them to you and they need to vibe with you. Or it might be a situation I just have to make them aware. They might not only care about the situation unless it's a serious situation, unless I'm planning on investing time and actually dating you.
how can you train someone to do what I've seen you do to women? Now, for instance, I'm going to get specific. The flogger. So for
Yeah.
people who don't know, it looks like a real big like mop, and
A real
you
big
just,
mop.
wow.
It's a real big mop.
Yeah, that's the closest thing.
And that's probably the lightest thing on my table, to be honest.
I saw that, and I see something that kind of looks like a belt, but it's not. I've seen paddles, bicycle pedals, and I done seen a
I
lot
have
of stuff.
an array of things to use. So I probably excel. No, I'm not going to say excel. I'm heavy with impact, but I'm also heavy with the sensory play. But I have a lot of heavy impact play toys.
But okay, wait, time out though. If I'm getting hit from the back, right, and he decides to smack my butt or whatever, if you smack it, okay, cool. But if you just take the arm all the way back like you do, okay, you doing too much. Don't hurt me.
So think about this, right? People have their thresholds, right? So if a little smack, you're like, okay, harder. People get to a point where they say harder. So if your harder is here, but Kim's harder is up here. You see what I'm saying? So you go to the limit of that person. So it might be a hand for you. It might be a paddle for somebody else. It might be a meat tenderizer for the next person. It might be a bicycle pedal for the person after that. It might be a punch. Some people like their ass to be punched.
I don't have a high pain tolerance, so that's another reason why I think I can't get into the.
But you can just do sensory play. It doesn't have to be.
What does that entail?
So sensory play would be physical touch, okay? Erotic touch. Maybe a feather, a sharp object coming up and down your arm. Choking, that's sensory play. Electric play, fire,
I saw that too.
right? So this is sensory play. Just doing touch. I would do the electric, right? Run it up and down your body. Then I would also add some erotic fixation. So I'm choking you at the same time. Then I'm doing electricity. Then I'm choking you. Then I would also have you do a kegel. Hold your pussy. Then I might touch you with electricity. And as soon as I stop, I put a wand on your pussy. I create the sensory overload.
I wanted to talk about that phrase too. I've seen you say that on social media so many times, and also at the Dreamland. Is that kind of like, is that an official like Sir Leezus stamp? That phrase.
People do it. What?
Say it.
What?
Say it.
Hold that pussy. Hold that fucking pussy.
So what exactly does that mean?
So when I tell somebody
You
to
say
hold that
hold it.
pussy, I'm telling them to do a kegel. Okay? And it's crazy, a lot of women have no idea how to do a kegel, believe it or not. And I usually ask that when I do like seminars and stuff and workshops, and I'll ask how many ladies here know how to do a kegel. Put your hand up. And then I'll say, okay, look to the left, this lady that did not hold her hand up, explain to her what a keyboard is. I do that to create a different type of sensation. So I have the person hold the keyboard, and if I'm spanking, and I'll spank while they're holding the keyboard, and I have them hold it, and then I tell them to let it go and push out with a moan. And as soon as they do that, I might grab around your neck.
Well, how am I supposed to moan?
Right after you moan.
Oh, okay.
Right
Right
after
after.
you moan, yeah,
Right
right after you
How
moan.
am I gonna do that if you got your hand around my neck?
Daddy, you can moan with a hand like that. Because I'm not choking you enough that you're not able to get a word out. I want to hear you. I'm turned on by the sounds. So, oralism. I like to hear moans.
Me too.
I like to hear the smacking, the ass. I like to hear blah, blah, blah. I'll tell somebody, let me hear you. You know, say, I don't want you to talk to me, but I want
Yeah,
to
let's
hear
not have a
you.
conversation, but just say, oh my God. I never get, I was having sex with a guy and I had no idea how, I had a boyfriend, unfortunately. I was cheating on a boyfriend because a guy that I had a crush on forever. I don't know how many of them got to talking. We exchanged numbers, and I think maybe like a week or two later, he had came over. And I don't know how in the middle of sex we got to having a full-blown conversation.
How do you come over when you had a boyfriend?
That don't mean the boyfriend lived there.
Okay, so you invited him over. So you was planning on cheating.
No.
It didn't happen by accident.
No. See, what happened was I was a little young, so I wasn't even I didn't have a crib.
You were a little young? Yeah.
I know, but I was a lot younger than I didn't have my own crib then. See, but I don't know how the hell we ended up having a full-blown conversation in the middle of sex.
Was it worth it?
No.
So you cheated.
Because then I accidentally called him my boyfriend's name. And he, nigga got up, put his clothes on and left. Oh my goodness, but it's okay. Dick wasn't running over.
What happened? The dick was big.
No.
The dick wasn't big.
Oh, the dick was not big. I had no idea how that turned into a conversation. Because I remember I was on the phone with a guy and he was telling me how when he's having sex with a woman, he was like, he doesn't talk like at all. I was like, wait, what? He was like, nah, I don't say nothing. I was like, you don't think a woman would want to hear you say something, whether it's long or just say anything? He was like, man, I've been fucking about 34, 35 years. I ain't got to say nothing. You dick do enough talk. I was like, yeah.
I mean, to me, it's the moment. Like, I don't like anybody that asks me to talk to me. Because then don't ask me to shut up. Just take it at that point. So I'm gonna talk in the moment crazy stuff. That's like a dude who put it in, he started talking to you before he even got you to that point.
Like,
now it don't hit right.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It don't hit right.
That's
So, yeah. I can go to where I'm just eye contact, where I'm just choking or something. So I can go to where you all types of pretty low horse. You all types of, I'm getting directives non-stop. Sometimes I just want to enjoy it and hear you moan. So it depends.
I definitely see why you would do eye contact. What color are those?
They might be blue today. They might be green in terms of colors.
Get out of my face. See, you meddling. You meddling. Is it because I did also see you were doing, once again, that Hard to Soft podcast. I watched that episode when you were talking about one of your kinks. You said, Lord have mercy, I'm kind of scared to bring it up. You said foot play, how that became one of your biggest kinks. And you said you wear a size 14-inch shoe.
14, yeah.
And tell my audience what she did to your foot.
So what she did, so this was a person that they were into feet. So they had a foot fetish. So they like, it's a woman, and she had a male foot fetish. So she paid to basically worship my feet. So she came, she set up the water, had the, we have the little foot bucket thing, whatever y'all call it. She did the whole pedicure, scrubbed them all down, cooked the nails, did the filing and all that stuff, whatever, massaged them. Then she slowly went into kissing them, rubbing them all on her face and all that stuff, whatever. And she starts playing with her titties, playing with herself while she's sucking on the toes and all that, whatever. Then she basically moved my toe up, my foot up, and sat on my foot, and she rolled my foot until she squirted all over. All over. Let me see if I will show you a picture of it.
Oh my Lord. Oh my God. She riding from the back now. She is turned. Oh
so
my
then
Lord.
I turned her around and I started choking her. And then I'm kind of helping her up and down on the foot. You know, and as she goes, I'm kind of guiding her. And she's playing with herself and she's squirting all over my. She'll pull up, squirt all over it, and come back down.
Oh,
then she sucked all the shit off. Then she sucked it all off.
Oh my
Licked it
lord.
all off. So it was like, you the real fucking MVP. But this was her kink. I didn't ask her to sit on my foot. This is something that she wanted to do. But just like there's women that like to get fisted, right? I've seen women fisted in the ass. So I've seen somebody double fisted. So if you can get double fisted, putting a foot in you, you know.
Okay, sir. See what had happened was my kinks don't go that far. I have the little baby kinks. You know, the normal ones. The whole choke me, the whole smack on the ass type shit. That's normal.
So
right?
erotic asphyxiation.
Yeah. How do you can you make someone a sub?
When it comes to a dom sub dynamic, the sub actually has all the control because she was able to negotiate what her journey looks like. If I come and say, hey, you have to do all of this, this is my protocol. You have to wake up every day, cook me breakfast, give me oral before I leave for work, wash my clothes, so and so. You have to call me sir in public. You have to do this. You can say, hey, I like all this, but I don't like this. Mm-hmm. So I have to take this out.
Are those some of your terms, like truly?
No, not. I mean, I do have protocols where you have to communicate with me, and when you're here, if you're visiting me for the weekend, you know, you have to get up, make breakfast, you got to make lunch, you got to make dinner, you know, you got to wash the clothes and all of that stuff, whatever. You might have to do dick worship, you know, once a day, something like that. One thing that I do that a lot of people like that, I have my submissives check in 3 times a day, but I want to know what they're doing, what their mood is, and then why they're thankful for being of service to me.
Do you remember your first show?
My first show?
That you put on?
It was a hotel takeover, and I was just set up in a room, and people were coming in, and I was just flogging people. And back then, I was just flogging. I wasn't doing all the other stuff because I learned flogging and impact play first. So I was only doing what I learned.
How do you learn that?
So somebody just teaches you how to flog. You learn where to hit at, where not to hit at. You learn the difference between the type of floggers, whether they're stingy, whether they're thuddy. You know what I mean? You learn to how much force you want to put when you're swinging it, like where not to swing it at, how to maintenance them. So you don't want to typically cross over the midsection,
okay,
right? Because you can accidentally hit. So some girls' pussies pop out when they're bent over. And can you imagine accidentally hitting you with a flogger and it's stinging your pussies? Now some women like that, but you want to make sure. So you want to aim for the meaty part of the ass. Mm-hmm. You don't want to wrap around because you don't want to really hit around the side. Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure that your distance. I got long arms, so I got to take a step back. Mm-hmm. So if you ever see me like positioning, you know, I'll position somebody and then I'll kind of like slowly go. Mm-hmm. And then I do it unconsciously, but I see a lot of people that, okay, you're too close. This is why you're not hitting her on the ass. This is why you're hitting her and wrapping around on the side. You see what I'm saying?
What is the kinkiest thing that you will let women do to you? Because some men, like I said, some men just like to do stuff to women. For whatever reason, y'all just think everything is supposed to be done to us. What is something that we can kind of,
nothing.
Women can do to you?
No.
You won't let women do nothing
I
to
would
you?
never put myself in a submissive state.
Okay. That's why I said a lot of guys don't like.
I mean, you can bring a friend. You can bring a friend.
Oh,
I mean, to me, shit that I would allow is random stuff. Like you bring a friend and you tell her to get on her knees and pull my dick out, and you control her. Because I don't mind talking to a switch, and I love to see a woman in control of another woman. And I'm just receiving everything that you're telling her to do.
Has a woman, whether it's one of your lady friends or whether it's just someone you're just dealing with, brought you a friend and you were just like,
I mean, in my life, I had, you know, girls had, you know, hey, she's interested in this, and I was like, nah. But most of, like, my partners would know what I'm attracted to because they would be attracted to it.
Okay.
So they're not gonna bring anybody that they wouldn't be attracted to, so that wouldn't work. But I mean, I had people that had great energy and, you know, cool as fuck that I may not have been attracted to that had presented themselves and asked, you know. I do sessions with tons of women that I'm not personally attracted to, but I give them the same energy as somebody I want to fuck their soul. So I'm gonna give them the same energy though. You know what I mean?
Sir. Okay, I need to get away from you. I need to go home.
So you say go get the big flogger real fast and swing at one time?
No, sir. No. I tell you what. I ain't gonna say if. When we meet again, I want you to show me some different stuff. I'm not saying I'm gonna let you build up my pain tolerance because you
know
make
what
me a
y'all
little
should
nervous.
do? Y'all should come to the next Leezus experience. Are y'all coming to the retreat?
No, I don't know because
I'll
you
be in a
gonna be
retreat.
there. A couple other motherfuckers gonna be there that make me a little taste of nervous. So no.
So yeah, I'm going to go through step by step my process on building somebody up, and then the techniques that I use to make somebody squirt. You know, how I speak to somebody is going to be different than somebody else. Like me, grab you by your neck and whispering in your ear and telling you I want to put my tongue in your ass is not going to be received the same as somebody that doesn't exert that energy towards you. I'm just, keeping it out. I can't teach someone how to finesse their own personal energy.
True.
See what I'm
Everybody
saying?
can't turn you on the way somebody else can.
I can
get
teach
that.
the techniques. I can show you the proper way to do some things. I can show you what not to do.
Mm-hmm.
But my energy is my energy. The vibe that I get when I walk into a room is going to be different than the vibe that Billy or James gets when he walks into the room. I'm a dominant male, I'm an alpha male, but I'm not a beat on my chest type of person. You'll see people walk up to me, shake my hand, what's up, so this is that. And, when you're a dominant alpha male, you can recognize other people and you respect it and you unconsciously just like, what's up, you know what I mean? I don't have to assert my dominance on the regular. I mean, there is times where I do have to assert my dominance, but you don't think that. It should naturally happen all the time.
It's just
Like I haven't had to assert my dominance with you, but you already have a submissive energy.
Huh?
Exactly. Now, if I assert it, let's take it to another level. Now, if I decide to act on the energy, that's a different situation. And you don't have to act on it all the time. I'm not a person that's like, come here, let me spank you, come here, let me spank you, come here, let me spank you. If you tell me you never squirted, I said, when you want to figure it out, let me know. And we'll figure it out. We'll work on it together. Because it's a team effort.
I'm scared.
But see, when we talk about it, I didn't say I was going to make you squirt. I said we're going to figure it out.
I'm still scared.
We're going to see if we can get you there. We're going to hope you win at 98%. I'm just saying.
Okay. Sir, see what happens.
I mean, I can get a room. He can bring the camera. And we can make some footage. I feel like he'll get the right angle. His lens might get wet, but
oh Lord,
I'm just saying.
I ain't there yet.
You there?
I'm scared. I ain't there yet.
Everybody is there.
I ain't there yet. Stop looking at me. Okay, y'all. I have to let this man go. He's making me nervous. So, yeah. Okay. Now tell people how they can find you.
You gotta Google me. Sir Leezus, put it in your Google search. I promise you, I'll pop up. But Instagram is where I put the most content. You can join my email list. If you go to my Instagram, it's SIRR.LEEZUS. But you have to type it all the way out. See, this is why I don't tell people to follow my social media, because when you're shadow banned, you don't come right up. Mm-hmm. So like the fake pages might pop up. So if you Google me, you'll be able to see my verified pages. If you want to see something a little XXX, you follow my Twitter. If you want to get more in depth to that, you come to my loyal fans. But I make it so you're able to find me and stay engaged, whether you need to be on my Telegram, you need to be on my email list, my text list. So.
Okay, I'm going to choose one last question. I'm going to leave you alone. If I say I wanted to get into the lifestyle a little bit more, how would I start?
I would say.
Remember, I'm a baby.
Okay, I would say find the local munches. I would prefer it be a POC munch. So find the black community, the people of color.
Oh no, I know that. But
so
munch?
A munch would be a meet. It's like a meet and greet that we do in the BDSM community. It's usually at like a bar or somewhere that serves food. So you're just socializing and you're eating. Search your city for events, and I guarantee you there will be a meet at least one day out the week. You'll find the meat or munch going on that month. I can promise you. If not, next city. So all the major cities, most of the people list their munches on FetLife. I tell people all the time, come meet me in person. This is why I do my meet once a month. Come meet me in person. Come to my meet. Come meet me in person. I'm gonna give you. It's gonna be the same online. It's gonna be better. Cause the first thing you're gonna say, I didn't know you was cool like this. I was scared to talk to you. So like I'm a nigga. Like I'm an educated black man. I agree, but I'm a nigga. Like come fuck with me, have a drink shot, and because I didn't have a lot of people reach out to me and give me a helping hand or I had to go find it myself. Like I grinded to get where I was at. I didn't blow up from somebody putting me on a podcast or something like that. I started doing stuff in hotel parties and just kept grinding and people, I want to get flawed by Leezus, I want to do this so and I pushed and I worked. You know what I mean? You get to a point to where I sell out my show every month. I'm traveling around the country. I've hit every major city. And I've shut down every show that I did. And the thing is, I give people everything when I perform. It's not no lackluster situation.
Not at all.
I want you to remember it. You know what I mean? I want you to experience it through my eyes and go on a journey with me. You see what I'm saying? So people will look like, like a lot of people will be like, I see them online, but that's just nope. It's 100 times better in person. It's a big difference in person.
Indeed.
Because I make sure that everybody feels it. I make sure that everybody is tingling in their seats like, man, this dude really don't put a show on. You know what I mean? I give it 100. I give it 120% when I'm there. You see that? Like, I might talk shit, be cocky, but I'm also a person that I respect my supporters, and I want y'all to have the best experience. Just like when we just did the show, and I said, I want y'all to have the best experience. Y'all come close. Let's vibe. Let's transfer. This is our moment right here.
I love this, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of your shows. Now, will I participate? Maybe one day, but right now,
we will get you there. We will get you there.
I will see you again soon, sir.
You definitely will.
Thank you.
Thank you.